Emmanuel, going us, Emmanuel, God is with us. What a wonderful delight this fun experiment in marketing was at Bath and Body Works. I love these gold labels. I love that they mark all these new scents. Sometimes they aren't, but that's okay. If they think they're new and I don't, there's only so many ways to combine scents before you kind of run out. This one may be new. It is a soft pretzel, brown butter caramel, and sea salt. And I think this is just a gem. It smells like the fair, Oktoberfest, to be quite honest. The LA County Fair. It's all there in the jar. It's the caramel, guys, it's the caramel. I don't believe you could have an October fair without caramel. It just wouldn't be right. And I'm looking at the chocolate on the pretzels, and then looks like there's a yogurt on that pretzel. I am glad to inform you there's not a drop of chocolate to defile this candle from what it is meant to be, which is a butter caramel delight. When I first burned it, I burned it 2 or 3 times and I only smelled chocolate. This is the burn from 2 or 3 times, so it's not burning as hot and heavy as some Bath and Body Works candles do, which is great because after you spend all that money, you'd like for it to last a good while and give you a nice amount of fragrance. So, the first thing I smelled, there it is when I opened the lid. Come to me. Oh, that smells beautiful. It kind of reminds me of popcorn, even though there's no popcorn smell in there because they have the caramel popcorn at the fair. And that is the caramel. Oh, it's so good. Before I can no longer concentrate, let me cover it up. This is a caramel candle. Make no mistake about that. But this is a top shelf caramel. That butter, they are not joking. I can smell that butter. The butter is so good. It's like they buttered the pretzel that they made the pretzel homemade, like Weasel's pretzels, and then they buttered the pretzel. And then you asked for caramel. So they took out the caramel and you watched them drizzling that piping hot, freshly made caramel on top of your pretzel. And the pretzel has salt on it, of course. Rock salt. That salt that they get from Israel, from the sea, that salt. The most flavorful, decadent, fragrant, tasty, undefiled, courageous salt that takes its time in your mouth. You actually feel the texture of that salt. We all know that pretzel salt. I mean, come on now. It is a salt all its own. Salt can be gourmet. And this candle is an experience. And the pretzel. In the mall, we actually have 2 Weasel pretzels, one on each end of our mall, because nobody wants to miss out. The kids come in there with their parents and march them right up to Weasel's pretzel because it is a rite of passage. and I've never ever smelled a candle. When I first smelled this, like the first 2 or 3 burns, I didn't smell the pretzel. And I was like, this is just a caramel candle. Now, granted, it was a gorgeous caramel candle, but when I first started burning it, it smelled like the caramels that I get from Kmart. If you can find Kmart. And if you can't find Kmart, you can't find those old-fashioned caramels that were in the little squares that you could put in your mouth, and then they started to melt and stick to the top of your mouth. Next thing you knew, they had surrounded your teeth as you were trying to chew them because they were melting while you were chewing. So if you open your mouth, you could show your friends monster mouth because little bits of caramel had surrounded your gums and only your teeth remained exposed, and they had little bits of caramel in them too. And you were tasting this wonderful thing. And of course, that's going to make you grin. And when you grin, you're going to terrorize people. Yeah, caramel. That's the caramel it starts out smelling like. But then when I got 2 or 3 burns in it, all of a sudden I started smelling butter. Browned butter. And then I started smelling salt. Rock salt from the Dead Sea in Israel. Like traditional traditional pretzels always have. And then I started to smell a pretzel. Wiesel's pretzel. Or if you can get it, one of those old-fashioned pretzels made by the Germans in Germantown. But this is a pretzel that's been made kind of crisp. It's not a bready pretzel. The throw on this easily fills 20 by 20 space. I can't say that it's a house filler. It's not overpowering to me. It's not as strong as pumpkin pecan waffles or boardwalk taffy, and it smells more expensive than those fairs. It smells like the fairs of October, the ones that you would experience in Germany, Oktoberfest, Harvest Festival, the church harvest celebration for the kids, even on Halloween's Eve. Yeah. Something homemade, something prepared by grandmothers, something shared by middle-aged men, ice cream men, people who spread joy whether they like it or not. That's how they make their living. People who, when they show up, children and dogs run toward them because nobody wants to miss the goodness that they have. Yeah, that's this candle. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I believe you will definitely be able to get your hands on it, whether it's in this introductory packaging or some packaging that comes later. This is the highbrow caramel candle, as is Midnight Amber Glow, should you manage to get your hands on that one. That one is even more highbrow. But in that one are young, beautiful women sitting in cafes. We'll talk about that another day. But today, we're at the fair. We're 7 years old. Our dog is a year old, maybe 9 months. But she's old enough to know which direction that caramel smell's coming from. And we are going on an adventure to the man that makes the caramel, hot buttered caramel pretzels. Our eyes are large, we are wanton. And he looks at us with compassion. We hand him the amount of money that was in our piggy bank. And he gives us our heart's desire. As the sensual experience of our pretzel touches our hands, the smell goes into our nostrils, and we sit there on the neighbor's lawn, a girl and her dog. The dog gets a bite. He won't take it. He'll only take what his best friend hands him. And when he eats his bite, even at 9 months, the dog's eyes fill with love and gratitude, as are the eyes of the child. Success that will stay with this child for the rest of their life, to be called on, that if they really put their mind to it and have the right team, they can be successful and enjoy the fruits of their labor. When the pretzel is gone, they get up, walk home. The only evidence of the journey are the bits of caramel that inevitably surround both of their mouths. The dog can smell his, but the little girl is unaware that the world knows that they have been